Hello, this is Vincere from shoutcaststrategy.com, bringing you a replay of myself as Protoss versus a zerg named Reason. I'm picking this game because I thought I did fairly well this game, and I'm actually watching this for the first time to see where I went horribly wrong. I thought I played fairly well, so we'll see. First, I would like to thank you to all my subscribers. You guys make me happy. If you post on my forums as well, that makes me even happier. If you haven't yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do that. It makes me happy. If you're watching this video, then clearly you should just subscribe to it anyways, because it's like the third video you've watched since I've last really advertised, so come on and do it. Also, if you haven't registered on my forums yet, you haven't been to my website, shoutcaststrategy.com, please go there. If you watch my videos, you learn from them, and you have replays of yourself, go post them on my forums. I will at least make comments on the forums about them, and if there's something I feel that everyone can learn from, I will make a cast of them as well. So please go to my website at shoutcaststrategy.com. I would appreciate it. Now, I'm not sure why I didn't wall off. This is actually a slight mistake. I'm pretty sure I know him against the zerg. I'm pretty sure he's not random. Chances are I wasn't paying attention to the loading screen. So now I definitely know he's zerg, and we'll probably place this gateway nice and... Nope, just not walling off. So if he had Ling rushed me, I pretty much would have lost this game. Now here I'm chasing around this drone for absolutely no reason. It's not like I have to worry about a proxy hatchery or anything like that. That really just doesn't work too well. Even, well, it might with how I didn't wall off my ramp. I also decided not to do the, 2-gate wall off here or the forge gate wall off here. Just decided to go for a more normal build. I'm not trying any cheesy stuff. Just wanted to make sure I can still play the game okay. I'm going to keep an eye on my Nexus for now and make sure that I am indeed constantly building probes. Because if I'm not, automatic failure mark, and that's why I lost the game. Well, maybe this probe chasing this drone is the reason I lost the game. I really have no idea why I'm chasing that drone. Just a bad habit, I guess? Whatever. No reason to think about it too much. In fact, if he probably turned around and started attacking my drone, he would kill it, and I would be sad. Anyways, I do have my first zealot coming out. And I wonder if I've realized how stupid I've been lately, and nope, now I finally go to scout him and see what he's got. He does a gas steal. That doesn't bother me at all. Whatever, he wants to sacrifice the drone and 25 minerals to do that. I'm fine with that. It doesn't really slow down my build. Nope, he decides not to steal it because he decided he didn't want to sacrifice it. I do have a single zealot here now. My cyber core is starting back here, not too late. Probably could have gone up a little bit sooner. I should have been watching more carefully, and I haven't been keeping a good eye on my probe production. But I think I noticed that he has nope, don't notice that he has an expansion up. Should always poke up there first. I would have thrown down a second gate like I did anyway, so I still have the aggression coming as early as I could have with the build I was going. I am researching Warp Gate as fast as possible, just kind of chilling out with his drone here, moving it in, getting attacked by the Queen. Just want to see what he's got up so far, see how many drones he has, see the spawning pool, and I decide to go check his expansion, so at least I don't go completely wrong here, and he is already throwing up spine crawlers. That's an interesting, really expecting early pressure from me. That actually hurts his drone production a little bit, and oh, he did end up stealing my gas, by the way, and I just slowly chop it down with one zealot. Like I said, it doesn't really bother me. Apparently it did. My minerals are getting way too high. I might as well throw up an expansion at this point. I should be chrono boosting units out. I almost was supply locked. I get a sentry up to block off any early aggression coming, just in case he's just built that second hatchery to mass a lot of speedlings. I'm not even sure he has speedling being researched. No, he does not. He's going for a fast layer instead, so that's okay. I am now pumping out zealots. These are really just way too late. I guess I didn't realize how late these zealots really were. With how high my minerals, I should have realized that. I am throwing up another simulator. Throwing up a robo facility as well, so I don't think I am going to do a push with just the zealots and the sentry. I think I'm going to get an immortal out, because I was pretty sure he'd have spine crawlers, and I figured immortals would take those out very quickly. Now, let's see. Am I still doing okay on the probe production? Well, I can tell how far behind am I? I am 4 probes behind. That's not awful since he does have an expansion up and he's been macroing hard. And I should be able to do some damage if I do some early aggression against him, since that is hard to stop. I am throwing up a 3rd gateway. I probably should have been chrono boosting out more units. I am up to 50 supply out of 36. Oh, I was transferring in warp gate, so there should be 2 more units coming in any second now. Oh, there we go, finally. I am getting a big bad immortal out. Got a sentry, couple sentries, and a bunch of zealots. Should actually be a fairly effective push. Let's see what happens with it. A little high on the gas. Probably should get a couple stalkers out to help my gas down, but I'm really going for a lot of zealots. Third gateway. Surprised I'm not going for a Twilight Council for fast charge lots with how many zealots I have, and here comes the sentry stalker. This is a little heavy of a zealot army. I should have another couple stalkers in here. I did hide a pylon all the way over here so I could reinforce myself easier, and I should be warping units as I'm walking over, as I do have 3 warp gates, and they are only 1 is ready, so not too bad, but I should go ahead and be doing that. I'm probably horrible with my chrono boosting. Yes, I am almost full on energy. I pop up there on the Zelnaga watchtower really quickly to see what's going on. I'm trying to figure out exactly what happens to me in this push. I do get a single stalker out. There's another stalker. So I got 3 stalkers now. I'm way too high on the gas. I should crank out more sentries. And am I really coming back for some reason? Oh man, what am I doing? Seriously? 1 Zergling runs to my base and I run all the way back to mine? I mean, he had 2 spine crawlers, and that was it. I would have won the game right there. Always good to know. I even have more stalkers out. Why do I... Ooh, I'm so curious to see where I go horribly wrong here, because this is... Let me just take a quick look at the army tab. As you can see, my minerals and resources clearly dwarf his. He has 4 hydras. I've got a bunch of stalkers. 7 hydras. I've got a bunch of zealots and stalkers. So he's got 7 hydras, and I have all of this, and I decided that was too much to take out, or do I come back to the back rocks? I will say that is not a horrible, horrible idea, because it gets out of his spine crawlers, and he has to deal with that. He is moving his spine crawlers over. Do I completely misread this as well? Do I think those spine crawlers are already set? Oh man. Alright, getting attacked here, and then I run away. Okay. I come up here and I miss a force field. I block myself off. Ooh, okay. Well, now that we know that I cannot place force fields to save my life, and now he's got a decent amount of Zerglings, decent amount of Hydralisks. Was able to hold this off long enough that I couldn't get anything accomplished. I'm not doing, and I do get an expansion up now that I know I'm in trouble, and I think I just stay back because I don't feel like I can push successfully into his base. He has another Changeling coming. Always a good idea to drop some Changelings. I like his Overseer in case I go Dark Templar. I don't typically go Dark Templar, except as a distraction technique. And if I was paying attention there, I could have force fielded off the ramp and killed all those Zerglings, but of course that would be a smart thing, and I think I noticed, yep, goodbye. Have way too many pylons up, at least I'm not supply locking myself. Oh, that was him. Doing actually fairly good, but I do have a little too many resources. I'm getting thermal lances out, and I'm going to get robotics bay up, and I'm going to do whatever damage I can. So now I've got this up, and how many probes do I have? If I look at income, I am only at 28. Alright, there's a mistake. Need to make sure I keep my probe count doing better, and I am getting 1 upgrades. I am aggravated with myself that I could have won the game with this push from this force earlier, had I just not backed off. When you saw my units run all the way back to the front of my base for absolutely no reason, that 1 Zergling faked me out. That's going to be aggravating, because obviously I end up losing this game, or I wouldn't be casting it. So, and this is kind of a late Twilight Council. Doing it probably for the weapon upgrades along with other things. I did get a transfer down here. I am getting a little bit of gas. Probes getting cranked out of here. Energy on this Nexus. I am starting to use some of the energy on my Nexuses. At least should be chrono boosting that up, finishing it up. I've almost got my rank 1 upgrades, and once I get the 1 upgrades, I should do another push. Probably a decent time for a timing push. I should get a second Colossi out at about the same time, and that should be very effective against this army. There actually shouldn't be much he can do about it. You can see my harvester stat count is actually starting to catch up. My income is a little bit behind still, but I do have a very, very scary army. As you can see, he is, however, very much higher on the food now, as this is a big, scary Hydralisk and Zergling force that looks like he's getting ready to push out with. And I push out at about the same time, and does he run away now that he sees Colossi? Nope, he sits here and fights. Oh, force fields go down, force fields go down, force fields, there we go, there's some force fields. Little bit bad placement on the force fields. I should have chopped that army in half instead of what I did do and trying to catch some of his Hydralisk with force fields. Oh, and I could have got him here if I was paying a little bit more attention, and I do get a couple. Yay. And here comes the Mutalisks. Guardian Shield, Guardian Shield, Guardian Shield, Guardian Shield. Nope, or not. Okay, Guardian Shield wasn't help there as all the units are ranged. I'm not sure why I used it. I did throw down some force fields. I'm actually doing okay here. I actually still have a decent army left. As you can see, our food count is looking much, much closer. But I back off again. I didn't want to lose my force, so I don't regret this move, but I should have expanded again. I'm sure I have way too many resources. This is something I've been telling people a lot lately. You have this many resources, just expand again. I'm not sure why I let these Zerglings beat on me so much either. I should turn around and fight. And by the time I decide to turn around and fight, I lost a stalker or two there. So, a little too cautious this game, for one. Number two, definitely not enough units. I better have more than 3 warp gates up at this point at the very least. No, I do not. That's a huge mistake, and I recognize that. Throw up 3 more warp gates. Probably could have gotten away with throwing up 4. I probably should have come down here to this gold and destroyed it. He doesn't have very many Mutalisks. I should throw up a couple cannons in the back of my bases just to help defend, and I guess I do that now. I do have the resources to do it. Now, where's the cannon back here? Not sure. Way too high on the resources and gas. So, I thought I had played this game really well, but it's amazing when you go back to look at your games and analyze them, how badly I really did play. Now, I'm not sure if I made use of... Nope, did not get blink for my stalkers. We will watch how much damage this does, and since my units are right here, it should be relatively okay. I wish I had thrown up cannons in the back of my base. That would have made a huge difference. I wish I had blink for my stalkers. In fact, once I watch what happens with this harassment, if I go up here and click on my Twilight counts, oh, nothing being researched. Good job, dumbass. Look at your minerals, look at your gas, look at blink. What would have blink done right there? Destroyed those Mutalisks. But because you didn't have blink, you're retarded. Okay. So now that we've established that, he is now on his 3rd expansion. I am falling even further behind because I did not destroy these rocks when I came back, which I probably just should have. Finally building cannons back here to prevent harassment. Should go ahead and queue up probes here. Should double check my probe count here. It's fine, but it looks like I'm just rallying them all the way to my base, and should be keeping probes out here. Could be chrono boosting, probably 2nd upgrade. This is just bad when you have that many resources. I am now researching blink. Should be chrono boosting it. Don't know why I'm not. Just little places. I did fairly well, and then no guardian shield on my sentries in a couple of the locations. That was also a bad move. And here comes his Mutalisk to wreck my day, but I do have a couple cannons that scare him off a little bit, but he starts attacking that pylon, which isn't particularly weak, and I don't know why I don't blink, or is it not researched yet? Nope, still going, so slowly getting there. And if we look, I am doing terrible on my upgrades too. That should be up to 2 now, and I go ahead and destroy these rocks. Looks like I'm getting it out ready to make another move. Warping in more stalkers. Just going to go ahead and push out now. Maybe go anytime you want to, that's fine. Looks like I'm building in my base and I can't queue up 3 pylons and move further. I am completely supply locked right now, and I don't quite see those Mutalisks, so I also should have gotten an observer out to kill these creep tumors. That was just something I hate as Zerg when people do to me, so I don't know why I didn't do. And then absolutely horrible control on my